So anytime you hear bariatric surgery, what goes through your mind? Anytime you hear somebody who underwent or is going for a bariatric surgery, what goes through your mind? And I'll read the definition from basically from Google, so that you get to understand the deeper meaning of it, because I'll make it easier for you to understand. So listen to this. It is a variety of procedures. Underline the word variety. Now, anytime you see such words, you simply understand that they did not have adequate definition. So they decided to just go for, boom, a variety of procedures aimed at helping individuals lose weight by making changes in their digestive system. A variety of procedures aimed at helping individuals to lose weight by making changes to their digestive system. Mistake number one, a variety. Mistake number two, changes to the GI system. Why would you find need to change a system that is there naturally? Do you see the need of chopping off your stomach just because you had an ulcer? Is there a need? The answer is no. So why would you chop off your stomach or a piece of your stomach just because you want to lose weight? But of course, by the time you are reaching this point, I understand very well that weight loss is becoming a serious problem in this generation. Weight loss is becoming a serious problem, and this problem was actually brought about by people. The food industry. The food industry has made food to be so available, and the relationship between people and food has become so skewed. Now look at it this way. For you to gain weight, there are things that you will do to gain that weight. So for you to lose that weight, you will simply reverse what you did to gain the weight, right? But it's not easy. It is easy to eat yourself to obesity than it is to eat yourself out of obesity. Because remember, your body has mechanisms to regulate itself. Okay? So your body understands that if you get to a point that you want to overeat, there are hormones that are actually produced to stop you from overeating. It's a negative feedback. When you're full, it's time to stop eating. I have seen billboards, I've seen brochures, I've seen placards all over the country. I've seen Facebook pages, people marketing bariatric surgery, people marketing these weight loss surgeries. Do you know why they're doing that? Because they know you are gullible, they know you are weak, and they know where to hit you the hard. They know the hardest. They know if they hit you under the belt, they've done perfectly. And now they come with these weight loss groups. And how many doctors are coming up? Doctors who have specialized in bariatric surgery. Same to doctors who have specialized in plastic surgery. You will see about 7 years back, the number or the ratio of doctors who are doing these bariatric surgeries are upside. The number is going up. Why? Because this is a lucrative business. Right now, if you have a pharmacy and you import a whole truck of Ozempic, you will sell. Because people are so gullible, people are so weak, and they think that medication or surgeries will come in to change their bad eating habits. So when I will be talking about the negative impacts of these surgeries, I will also talk about the discipline that comes with diet. So if you go ahead and do a surgery, okay, you go ahead and do that surgery, and you apparently lose weight, have you changed your relationship with food? No. Have you changed your disciplines for diet? No. Have you gained anything from it apart from losing the weight? The answer is always no. And I will talk about what doctors hide from you, because that's where the big deal is. Because if I'm intending to have a weight loss surgery, let's say like a gastric bypass, this is somebody coming to chop off my stomach and then reconnect it so that I have a very small amount of the stomach, a very small volume of the stomach, so that I accommodate less food than I've been eating. But as you reduce my stomach, you are actually reducing the amount of HCl in my stomach. Now remember that HCl is there for a purpose. We'll talk about that. Also, as you reduce the stomach, you're reducing the surface area under which you are supposed to absorb nutrients and minerals. Think about it clearly. That's why they always come with this sugar-coated language, and they tell you that before you do it, you need to sit down and have a conversation with your doctor, an adequate conversation with your doctor. But look at it this way. Right now, bariatric surgeons are working with nutritionists. Nutritionists are always regurgitating the syllabus to you, telling you fruits are healthy, telling you to substitute sugar with honey because it's natural, telling you sugarcane is there's natural sugar and you don't have to fear about natural sugar, telling you that sugar is in your DNA, therefore you don't have to fear sugar. Eat sugar in moderation. Why do you think that combination is becoming very perfect and popular? That your favorite nutritionist is actually working hand in hand with the bariatric surgeon. Why do you think that is now a big deal here? Walk all over through these consultation rooms, you'll see there is a room for a nutritionist and then there's a room for your bariatric surgeon. Now this surgeon sends you back. When you come to him, you want to lose weight, you want to do this surgery. He doesn't go straight. He doesn't tell you outright. Oh, we can do this. No, he doesn't. What he does is he will pretend like you don't need this. You don't need this. This one, no, we cannot do this. Just the same way, gynecologists pretend they cannot tie your tubes. Ladies, they cannot cut off your tubes just because you're still 30. But when you insist, they cut them off. So they like to pretend like, oh, no, you know, this one is early, you cannot chop off your tubes right now, you might change your mind and you want to give birth. Then you tell them, hey, I'm the one who told you to cut them off. And then like, chua, you insisted. Yeah, I tried to wash my hands. So this is the same thing that is happening. So they send you back to the nutritionist and tell you that nutritionist is actually going to help you with dietary modifications that will help you lose weight. Now sit back and eat those fruits because the nutritionist has said, go and eat the fruits, you will lose weight. But you people don't ask questions. You have been eating fruits all through. You have taken honey and you've been sitting at possibly Java, taking dawa, which has honey, every afternoon, sitting for 2 hours, taking that whole mug of dawa, the concoction. You carry even another concoction to work, 2 liters of it. You drink it successfully, but you still eat the same food that you've been eating, and you're still praying that this dawa will come through for you. It is not. That's why you've been there for 6 months. You've not lost a kg. Actually, you've added weight. Now you're wondering, this dawa is not doing anything for me. Now, because you're desperate, now this is where they capitalize on you. They capitalize on you. They know your weakness. They hit you hard at your weakness. Now look at it this way. So this guy sent you back to the nutritionist who regurgitates the syllabus to you, the same syllabus that made you fat. They know you will come back. Imagine you going to a doctor and the doctor saying, no, I'm not taking this. No, I'm not doing this. And then he sends you to a nutritionist. And then now from the nutritionist, you go ahead and add weight. But psychologically, you are so convinced that this doctor had best intentions for me. Because, of course, some do have the best intentions. So you're thinking, this doctor has the best intentions for me. And that's the reason why he did not do this surgery to me. He actually sent me to a nutritionist. So he cares about me. He cares about my health. He knows you're going to come back. He is so sure you're not losing a pound. And you will not take a long time. Imagine just taking fruits or taking those 3 meals a day and still snacking in and moderating for just 1 month or 2 months. You're back. And now it's time for him to tell you, now you see the diets are not working. We've tried everything. Now diets are not working. The only way is gastric bypass. Do you know what gastric bypass is? Gastric bypass basically means we need to reduce the amount of your stomach. But we cannot just tie it because that is banding. There's another one that is called banding, that they put a band on your stomach to reduce the volume of the stomach. But the gastric bypass, they actually chop off just a small piece of the stomach and then connect it to the small intestines so that food does not go through the bigger part of the stomach. Now, the amount of food that you eat in the upper stomach, that a small pouch that is connected to the small intestines, is very minimal. One, so we have to control now. You suppress your appetite, and when you just eat that small amount of food, you're full. Understand that you might think you're full. Kumbe, you are a fool. Okay? Those two things. You might think they're telling you. Because you see, you added weight because of the relationship that you had with food, the environment that you are in with food. This same environment that the food industry has created. Look at the supermarkets. You walk into a supermarket and literally everything that you want is there. So you don't see a need to go and walk and scan the markets. Look at it that way. Begin, when you're thinking about these things, look at it this way. That supermarket was actually segregated in one place. The foods were segregated in one place so that you don't see need, because most of us don't like working out, don't like just moving. You don't like moving. You want to sit there, and that's how Uber Eats and that's how Glovo has become a big deal. They bring food to your doorstep because they know you don't want to make an effort. So they came in to actually take that gap. They saw a gap and they utilized it. And that's where things went wrong. So they know, the food industry understood that if you walk into a supermarket, you don't want to do anything, you don't want to buy something here, just one thing. You go into a supermarket and buy water or a tissue paper and walk out, go somewhere else, find the ginger and the garlic. So what do? They just put a whole shelf of processed spices. You will buy them here. You don't need to go out. I mean, we brought it to you, right? So this is the time for you to enjoy them. And that's how they capitalize. So they created a food relationship that as an environment that you cannot survive. And sometimes we blame these people who are fat for no good reason. They totally try. You see, it's like sinning.